Hello and welcome back to Mega Reacts. Today we're going to be watching Babylon 5, Season 5, Episode 22, the series finale. This is a sad day, but a day we all knew would eventually come. My journey with the Babylon 5 show has come to an end. I still have Crusade. I have a few other movies to watch. But for the actual show itself, this is the end. It is bittersweet. I have met so many great people from watching this show, people that have come into my life, into my Patreon, into my Twitter, to my YouTube, people I have become somewhat friendly with. I would consider them friends. And we were all brought together by Babylon 5, the same way many of these characters were brought together through Babylon 5. It is something that has united us, that has made bonds, some stronger than others, obviously. But I consider you all my Babylon 5 family, and I am honored to have gone on this journey with all of you. And this is where that journey ends as far as the show goes. Like I said, we have a few other things to watch, but yeah, this is a bittersweet day. Last episode, I guess I talked a little too much for some people's taste. Now, I was somewhat sick. I was drinking a lot of caffeine to keep myself going, so maybe that had something to do with it. But a lot of last episode, in my opinion, was speeches, was monologues, going over things we've already heard throughout this show. It was not anything overly new. There were some great moments with characters. Lanier turned out to be a POS. I mean, he was willing to kill somebody for his love, even though he did decide to go back and help. It doesn't erase the fact of what he did. And Delyn saying she knew nothing about how he felt is just delusional on her part. But overall, it was a good episode. And if I did speak too much for your tastes, it is what it is. There is no taking back what has happened. I am going to try, though. I make no promises. My oldest brother has never seen Babylon 5, and he has recently moved back into my town. Hopefully, I can get him to watch this show. It won't be right away, obviously. But if I can, I will watch it with him, and I will film it, and we will get to see Mega introducing someone else to the Babylon 5 world and get their first-time reaction, and maybe do some conversation afterwards. I'll have someone to talk to about Babylon 5 in the real world. That would be awesome, because all I have to talk to about Babylon 5 is you and people on Twitter and YouTube and everywhere else. But no one in real life I know watches this show. So the fact that I may be able to get my brother to come in on the Babylon 5 train. He is my oldest brother. He is the one who is pretty much responsible for my love of sci-fi. He is a big Star Trek guy, and that was where my love of Star Trek comes from. But he never watched Babylon 5. So maybe, I don't know if I can get him to watch the whole series unless he just falls in love with it like I did. But let's all just hope that can happen in the next few months, maybe. Get a few episodes in and see how that goes. But yeah, nothing else to say, really. Let's get into the series finale of Babylon 5. Some people said it's a tearjerker, and I may cry. I have not had a full-on cry in like 25 years. I may get teary-eyed. If I go like full-on cry mode, it's going to be something for the ages, because that does not happen with me. I am somewhat emotionally stunted when it comes to certain things. But who knows what'll happen? Only one way to find out. Let's just get into this episode. But before we do, come on this journey with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega. Let's get into it.
The Interstellar Alliance, based on the homeworld of the Minbari Federation,
Yes.
was founded in the Earth year 2261.
Okay.
Shortly after the end of the Shadow War, 20 years ago. 20 years of history. Those of us who survived have seen it all, and those of us who understand have been waiting and dreading the arrival of this day.
Oh no. The death. The death. No.
Step into the abyss
Don't step into the abyss.
and let go. If I die, I cannot create life, but I can breathe on the remaining embers. In human terms, barring injury and illness, perhaps 20 years, but no more than that.
Oh no.
And then, one day,
That
he will simply stop.
is that what's gonna bring everyone together for the last episode?
It was 20 years ago that I died on Zahadum. Lorian said that he could extend my life 20 years, no more. I'm almost out of time, Delenn. I can feel it in my blood, in my bones. Just a little further to go. Time enough.
Are we going to see their child?
Do you want me to send the messages?
Yes. Send them.
Bring everyone together.
Sun's coming up.
And at 2, you're scheduled to attend the opening of Memorial Park. Most of the Joint Chiefs will be there, and they'd like you to say something. The usual about the sacrifices of our brave men and women, young people saving the world for those who would follow. Yada, yada, yada. You can do it in your sleep.
I have.
This evening,
I know that
there's a
voice.
reception for the new ambassador from Narn. Formal dress. We'll have the press corps there just in case anyone says anything interesting.
I'm tired of them.
Ivanova.
Well, you're an important person.
I feel like an old war horse trotted out after a parade so all the kids can point at it. Besides, nobody gives a damn about anything I have to say. Why should they? I certainly don't.
You're being much too modest.
No, I'm not. And if I hear one more patronizing pat her on the head and everything will be fine word out of your mouth, I'll kick your ass.
Oh,
I'm sorry, General. He insisted on
I
bargaining.
have a message.
I have a message.
I told him you were in a meeting.
Who from?
I think you know.
The time has
I
come.
was just following protocol, General. There's a time and a place and a way of doing things. Frankly, I don't much care for the attitude of some of these rangers.
Thank you. Thank you. Tell him I'm on my way.
On your way where?
Minbar. I want a shuttle fueled and ready to go in 15 minutes.
Centauri.
What?
Veer? Living it up?
Majesty, we've just received a courier from Minbar.
What?
Majesty, we've just received a courier from Minbar.
I'm sorry. Tell the Prime Minister to cancel all my appointments for the next several days.
But you didn't even read what the note says.
I don't have to. I already know.
Look at Veer's hair, looking all nice. Nice and big.
Please, Uncle Steve, just one more game. Just one.
Oh, Uncle Stephen.
But the interschool tennis match is tomorrow.
I would not let him near my daughter.
We already played 3 sets.
I know how you are, Franklin.
Michael, this kid of yours is trying to kill me.
And they said the younger generation doesn't have goals.
Dad.
All right, come on, take it easy on your Uncle Stephen. He's old and decrepit. He's led such a clean lifestyle, he doesn't have the stamina to deal with life.
Dad,
Yeah?
there's someone here to see you.
Oh, yeah? Thank you. Sheridan's dying. I want wants us to come to Minbar for one last get-together before... Well, before.
All right, I'll call the office. They can wait. Book a flight for 1 or 2.
2.
Steve and John and I may have had our differences in the past, but he is a good man. And he's my friend. 2.
100% 2. Why would it not be 2? I guess they filmed this before season 5, so I guess that makes sense. Good with a full beard, my dude.
Did you get everything?
It took some doing. I believe it will be quite a party.
Well, that's exactly what I want. A celebration.
Oh, yeah.
No sad smile.
Go out in
no,
style.
No struggling for words.
John.
Shouldn't we get downstairs? Can't keep our guests waiting.
This drunk papa, he's got him on the deck and he's shaking him, saying, "What did you do with the data crystal? Where's the data crystal?" Because as you remember, it was hidden inside
A cat!
a dead cat.
A dead cat? That's funny.
And all of a sudden, this papa just goes, "Rah!" Just up all over. It was the most horrible,
Carrion
violent,
eater.
thing that you've ever seen in your life. And all John could do was stand there with his.
And you
What?
were no help at all. He just sat there laughing his ass off.
It was funny.
What was eating through my uniform?
That was the funny part.
Where's my PPG?
Somebody, give me a gun!
Here you go, sir. You can use mine.
Rolando never liked the Pakmara. I mean, they're stubborn, lazy, obnoxious, greedy.
It kind of looked like an octopus that got run over by a truck.
That too.
A little bit.
But one day, Londo and I were walking past their quarters, and we heard them singing.
Singing? They can sing?
There's nothing about that in the literature.
Apparently, it's something they only do certain times of the year as part of their religious ceremonies. You may not believe this, but it was the most beautiful sound I had ever heard.
Wow.
I couldn't make out the words, but I knew that it was full of sadness and hope and wonder and a terrible sense of loss. I looked at Londo, and this is the amazing part. There was a tear running down his face. I said, Londo, we should leave. I mean, this is upsetting you. And he just stood there and listened.
That's my Londo.
It's funny. After everything we had been through, all he did I miss him.
Toast.
Londo. To our fallen friends.
To absent friends. In memory. Still bright.
Jakar.
Jakar. Londo.
Anir.
Near. Lita?
Marcus.
Marcus. Oh, we're gonna throw Lita in there? Aw.
Where are the others?
He would make a good Batman, though, right?
Here to bed. Which is where we should be.
It's how I deal with grief. I make jokes. I'm sorry. He really would, though.
I thought you would be asleep by now.
I'm not sleepy. Do you know what tomorrow is? In Earth time, I mean. It's Sunday. When I was a kid, every Sunday, Dad would take us out for a drive. We never knew where we were going. That was half the fun. Tomorrow is Sunday, Delenn. And I'm going out for a drive.
little bit teary-eyed there. A little bit. Oh, shit. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this. Oh, my dude. My captain. My king.
The others will be awake soon. If you go, you should go now, while you still can.
Good night, my love. The brightest star in my sky.
Good night. You. My sky. And my sun. And my moon.
I did not expect to jump to B5 after that. Is that where he's heading? Yeah. Wow, it's so quiet. Zach.
So you hear him too, huh?
My man.
What's Zach? What the hell are you doing here? I thought you went back to Earth.
Yeah, I did. Got bored. Re-upped about 6 months ago. I figure I'll be here till they turn the lights out.
Yeah, well, that explains why the letter came back. Computer. Set course.
Destination?
Oriana 6. Best speed.
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? Where are you going?
Lorian.
Did you think we had forgotten you? We have been waiting for you.
Beyond the rim.
Yes.
Going with them.
Wow. Look at that. The sun's coming up.
An expedition to Coriana Space found Sheridan's ship a few days later, but they never found him. All the airlocks were sealed, but there was no trace of him inside. Some of the Minbari believe he'll come back someday, but I never saw him again in my lifetime.
They're ready.
Babylon 5 was the last of the Babylon stations. There would never be another. It changed the future, and it changed us. It taught us that we have to create the future, or others will do it for us. It showed us that we have to care for one another, because if we don't, who will? And that true strength sometimes comes from the most unlikely places.
I like that he hired Zach.
Mostly, though, I think it gave us hope. As for Delenn, every morning for as long as she lived, Delenn got up before dawn and watched the sun come up.
And now, for those of you that have been archiving this ISN special documentary, The People Responsible. Funding for this program was made possible by grants from the An Lashock Memorial Fund.
That's funny. Little teary-eyed there at the end. Can't believe it's over. I can't believe it's over. I'll be right back with you. I'm gonna watch. I'll watch it all. I'm not ready to be done. I have so many unanswered questions. So many things I wanted to see. Right back with you. That was Babylon 5, Season 5, Episode 22, the series finale. It was touching. It was touching. I teared up a few times. No straight up crying or anything, but God, I can't believe it's over. I can't believe my journey with these characters has pretty much ended. A few movies aside, as I've said previously. It was great seeing Ivanova back. It made me realize how much I missed her in Season 5. I mean, I knew I missed her, but seeing her back, it was like an old friend you haven't seen in years, but you just fall right back in to the same groove you had your whole life. That's how Ivanova felt. She was family, and it was good having her back. Sheridan, knowing death comes, accepting it. I do appreciate him not being sad about it or dragging it out. I think that helped with me not being so sad because he wasn't sad. He was ready to embrace the death that was coming. He knew he was living on borrowed time. He did not run from it. He did not try to fight it. He accepted it. And in the end, this journey is over. But another journey lies ahead of him beyond the rim. And it was not a sad ending. There is happiness there. Happiness knowing he will endure for centuries, eons, forever maybe, beyond the realm with the ancient ones, the first ones, the old ones. I can't believe it's over. I don't know what else I'm even supposed to really say about this. Honestly. I mean, it's the end of an era, not just for the show, but for me, for my Patreon, for my YouTube. I mean, I've lived and breathed Babylon 5 for like 2 years now. I'm not ready. Sheridan was ready to move on. He accepted his fate. He accepted moving on, and I have not. I have not had 20 years to accept what was coming. Sheridan has. I'm not as strong as he is. I'm going to miss the hell out of this show. So hopefully my brother will want to watch it because I'm not ready. I want to watch more. I want to see it through someone else's eyes for the first time, the way all of you wanted to see it through someone else's eyes for the first time, which is why you're here. Because we can relive those moments that we found so enlightening, so thrilling, so sad, so special. God damn you, Babylon 5. That was good. That was great. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction, what reaction it was. I know I was silent most of the time. The previous episode I talked too much. This episode I probably didn't talk enough. But I was taking it all in. I do plan on doing some top 3 videos down the road for each season. My top 3 episodes for each season. It will not be a reaction type video. I'll actually be kind of watching the episodes, writing, do some voiceover, show some clips, things like that. A much different format than what you're probably used to with my channel. I'll be trying it. Don't know how it's going to even work out. But I do feel this show deserves me to go back and at least recognize the top 3 episodes, in my opinion, from each season, and to just tell everyone a little bit why. And yeah, that's about it, man. Babylon 5. It's been a hell of a journey. Like I said, I'm going to finish out the movies. I'm going to watch, I believe it's Crusade. I'm going to be following the recommended order on the one video that I asked people to put the recommended order down. I believe one person really kind of laid out how I should watch it. I'm going to take their recommendation. And if you want to come on that journey with me, then please like, comment, share, subscribe. Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega. Sadder on the inside than I appear on the outside. And signing off. Damn it.